Carbondale police are looking for 2 juveniles in connection to a shooting that happened 1 week ago.
The Jackson County State's Attorney says the last 3 shootings in the county all involved juveniles. News 3's Waylon Walls-Parker shows us what officials are doing to address that issue.
Pepper Wilson has been in Carbondale for 15 years. He said he moved closer to South Rawlings Street a week ago and thought the shootings in the area had stopped.
But that day when that shooting took place, I was more so concerned about my kids. I couldn't believe it was happening, especially in broad daylight.
Wilson says things need to change after a shooting on May 9th injured 3 young people, and now the police are looking for the suspects.
Back in Chicago, when I stayed there, that's what they did in communities like this here. They put a little base up right there, something, and that's what they probably need to do.
The Jackson County State's Attorney, Joseph Cervantes, says while they can't share information about the suspects because they are juveniles, they are searching for them.
Juveniles make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes. What we have to pay attention to is what level of violence our juveniles are willing to commit.
But that's not all that's worrying for Cervantes. He says juveniles are dealing with the same trivial issues they've always dealt with, but the way they are handling them is more severe.
Now we're seeing a lot more, bold or sophisticated crimes that have to do with gun violence with our juveniles, and that's something that should alert us.
Cervantes says they want to look for ways the community can come together to create crime prevention programs. And some Carbondale officials say they are meeting monthly just to do that.
So our goal here is to figure out how we can support kids, how we can support families so that things don't happen.
Carbondale High School Superintendent Daniel Booth says they meet with other Carbondale officials to try and catch the issues before it impacts others.
So we figure out who needs social services, who needs food support, who needs clothes support, who needs counseling support, and we work to give them that support so that they don't end up in any sort of justice system.
But in the Rawlings Street case, Carbondale police say 2 of the victims are dealing with their recovery. Wilson just hopes his community doesn't have to deal with gun violence anymore. In Carbondale, Waylon Walls-Parker, News 3.